matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster.
Trying to
It
play this
gets a little
motherfucker.
more
Go to
intense,
bed.
particularly when that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Canes will kick it off to get us underway.
Oh, yeah, and we get ball out. All right, all we got to do is go one stop.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Off-play action on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Looking for room at the 25. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
I love the bootleg right away out of the quarterback. Why? Get him outside the pocket now. When he's that dynamic, that fast, you get him out there quick, you get him in space. Now you got to bring this athlete to the ground with an option to pass the football. Really, really hard on defenses.
Unloads to the right.
Oh, he threw it right at me, and I just dropped a pick. That's so crazy.
Almost intercepted. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny. You spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that.
I think that's my stop. There's no way this nigga goes for it on 4th and 16.
Got in the backfield, got the big play.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Pryor. Wasting no time taking a shot. Snags it inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got his man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's gone. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's gone. Turning it on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Back to throw, it's Klein. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season. And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the one.
Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're risking giving up prime field position as they go for it on 4th and long from the 44. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Wide open downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
To the air on 1st down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Pitt pushing the pace.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Part in the backfield. It's Mack. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making checks. From his end zone, he'll go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a great job of recognition by the defense there. There'll be a lot of situations for defenses to expect run, especially down on the opponent's 1-yard line coming out, but they were ready for the throw.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That defender did not care that the running back was setting up behind him on a screen. He was just thinking one thing and one thing only. See ball, get ball. He did that.
The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Pryor. The sure hands, it's Carr. And they'll knock him down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Canes will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. And we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun. Give on the inside. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down for this offense.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds finds his man. It's Goff. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Klein. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's McGee.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the 2nd half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across
maybe
the
not,
25.
bro.
He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it.
Yeah, I just give up some
Looking
bullshit,
for a
bro.
man. It's Pryor. Grab behind the line. It's Mack. He works his way up to the 33.
Trying to
and
get
is
cute
pushed
for
out
no
of bounds.
reason.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking deep down the right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Georgia is.
Bro, you remember when that nigga name used to
big
be
at this
Sneaky
moment,
Dame,
so
bro?
much so, they're on the verge of giving Uga the rest of the day.
You know why his name was Sneaky, right?
They're up 14 over Missouri. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Goff. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking downfield, it's Klein. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. It'll be third and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab on the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for the...
There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. On the run, it's Goff. He breaks a tackle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Panthers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The run from the shotgun. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Here he goes. Inside the 10. And Touchdown, Panthers.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of play that energizes the entire team. 96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They'll leave it with him. Running into the open space. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Pitt right back to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking for a man. It's Klein. Lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways. And on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Touchdown, Canes! Set it in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Klein. Unloads to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down.